Hello and welcome back to part 8 of my Stationeers Europa playthrough. So last time got a bit of stuff done, died to some ice, got some alloys made, and alloys means we can start to really do some more fancy stuff, because with alloys, and we haven't got huge amounts, but we've got enough in here to do something. We can start building things like IC chips and similar. So with the benefit of that, I think there's a couple of things that we could do. One obvious thing would be to end our reliance on coal. There's none left in there, and we've only got 20 left in there. So rather than having to constantly go and do mining, I'm going to see if I can get a gas-fueled generator up and running. And the reason that we need alloys to do that is that we do need to build some IC chips in order to get started, because just running the thing is actually quite fiddly. But Europa has a very cold atmosphere, which makes it relatively easy to regulate once we've got a chip to do it, and I've got some IC code I've already written to do that. So I think we're going to do a bit of work on the power system to support that. We're going to put a gas fuel generator out there, and basically I'm kind of stalling while the atmosphere in the greenhouse cleans itself up. I think that hopefully this system is relatively stable, but the one thing I am going to have to do is to get some volatiles, which I've got plenty of ice for, but I'm going to have to run it through all of this system. So that's always another little challenge, but we are going to need to purify it out. Now we've obviously got some filtration in place out there, but we're going to need to do better in terms of getting it through this without blowing anything up than we did with some of the other gases, because in the high oxygen atmosphere it's going to be very bad indeed if it decides to ignite. Right, that's going to take a little while to make. Okay, so I'm also going to need some decent storage tanks. I'm going to have to find a way to split this oxygen and nitrogen. I need to just strip some of that oxygen out and use that to make fuel anyway, so I think I'm going to end up using an atmosphere processor, use a filter and split it. I think that's probably the smartest solution, to be honest. We've done half of the work with the cooling tower, but I don't think it's really robust enough for what we need, certainly to run a gas fuel generator, because we're clearly going to burn through quite a lot of gas. Right, so the next thing to see is, can we make all of the things that we need? So we can make the editor motherboard, that's good. We can make we could make the chip if we've got enough gold, and whoops, I see housing. Okay, so we can make some chips, that's good. So how are we going to do this? The logical place to put the gas fuel generator is actually out that way somewhere. We're going to need to enclose it, but obviously we want to bring the power back and connect it up to the battery on this side, but the gas is all over there. I could put it in this space here, I suppose, but it'll encroach a bit if we want to expand. Okay, well, let's start by making some more frames. Not that we're going to get far with that much iron. Right. What's the state of the battery? Actually, it's pretty good, but let's just keep it well stocked. So I'm going to make 5 of these, and I'm going to take some iron sheets. I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the base, 6, 7, 8, 9 in total, and so I need 2 more for the walls. 1, 2. Okay, air tank low. Yeah, that just kind of reinforces my feeling that we are going to have to do something. To separate out oxygen, although there's plenty in there at the moment. Right, whilst I'm here, what's the atmosphere in here looking like? Okay, it's getting there. That pollution's down to 4.7%. Nitrogen levels are up okay. CO2's quite high, but that's good. And temperature's good. Okay. And obviously we've still got to get the water around here, but we can get started without that because we've got some 10 litres of water in there, so we have some options. Right, I need some iron walls, 3 of them, 4 of them even. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one. Right, and our door. We'll need the generator itself. I may as well grab that while I'm here. Right, and what else do we need? We're obviously going to need some pipes. We're going to need a pressure regulator. Oh, that needs more gold as well. I believe I had some, but maybe I don't. Or is it all in there? There's 5 in there. Huh. I might actually have to go mine a bit more gold. Okay. Right, we'll come back to that in a minute. And we're going to need obviously gas pipes. I mean, until I've got the gas system sorted, I'm not going to actually run the generator anyway, but I may as well get some stuff working. And specifically I'm thinking about the piping that we'll need for the cooling of the room and venting the generator. So I reckon 10 pipes will probably do the job for that. And we're going to need 2 active vents, and again we need more gold. We're going to need probably 3 passive vents to get good airflow. And actually I'm going to put a cowl on the end of the pipe and just vent it. It's a bit messy, there'll be a little bit of unburnt oxygen, and it is a bit of a waste of CO2, but I don't really feel like we're short of CO2 at the moment. I can always modify it later. Right, having said that, crash. Let's get the things I need over there first. No, I'm just doing a quick mental checklist. What else do I need? I think that's everything on that front. I'm going to need heavy cable, which I'm not going to make much of. Whoops, I'm dragging the wrong bit of the window. But I will need heavy cable. And I'm going to need quite a lot of normal cable actually as well. I don't know how much I've got. 18 might be enough. Okay, no more space in there now. Okay, alright, we'll worry about cable and that sort of stuff in a minute in that case. Right, now the other thing I need to do is to sort out these tanks and the atmospherics, so I need to split that, so that needs an atmospherics with a filter on it to split into 2 tanks, and I need 2 tanks, but I probably also ought to have a tank for the volatiles, because I'm going to need to make a reasonable amount. So can I make 3 tanks? help if I was at the right machine, wouldn't it? I was thinking, why is there no tanks? And I was like, wait, this is the electronics printer. Fantastic. Right. Okay, so there's enough steel in there to make 2. I'm actually going to be a bit short of steel, aren't I? Okay. I'm just thinking about what else I need steel for. Right, okay, hang on. Next problem. Let's swap that for the jetpack again. Well, mind you, this is getting rather full now, isn't it? What's even in this one? Yeah, I know, I've just taken the thing out. Okay, so that's mostly CO2. There is actually a bit of oxygen left in there. What about this one? It's probably the same. Oh. Ooh, that's deeply unpleasant. Okay, why has it got N2O in it? Okay, well, I guess we'll vent some of that. Let's see if I can manage to vent it fast enough to actually I may as well just vent it. Okay, that didn't actually materially go down at all. I was clearly too fast for it. I don't really want to put the nitrous into the atmosphere, but I guess we're getting rid of it anyway. We've already got a filter. I suppose if I chuck it out over here, that's probably a most sensible plan. Why didn't I think of that? I should have thought of that. Right, that'll do. There we go. Right. Hopefully that'll just clear out, and that will be fine. Right, okay. So the next thing I need to do is get out there and start building, really. Have I got enough pocket space, as it were? No, not really. I could grab that to there, that would give me one more slot. Okay, I can't do it, but that's probably as close as I'm going to get. Right, let's go for it. I'm slightly uncertain that that's the best place to build it. It's convenient for the gas and inconvenient for the electricity, but I guess later on we'll need to do some work on the electrics anyway, so we'll just move the whole electrical system. Clearly we're going to need more frames to fill in some of these holes, but initially, wrong belt. Right, so I'm just thinking about the best place to put all the various bits we need for this. Actually the best room to seal in is probably that, but it's a bit close to there. If it blows, I think I'm going to put it on that back corner. Yeah, probably the least bad. Not certain that I've done that right. I think I may need I've certainly haven't got enough iron sheets, so I miscounted on that front. Yeah, one short for the roof. I forgot to bring the glass out as well. Okay, well, we get the general idea. Yeah, I think we're going to need another one, because I want that to be positioned, yeah, there. Yes, and then I'll run some pipes through the back. Okay, so that's the fuel intake. And we're going to fit a pressure regulator up to there, and then this here is the waste. This is the one where I'm just going to run it. The good news is it gives me a nice convenient flare that will make it easier in future to see the base from a distance, because I'm going to put a cowl on the top of this when it's done. There we go, right up there. Right, I'm going to need a sensor. That should fit in there. It's a bit tighter than I'd hoped. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so if we want a door, I'm going to use the composite door. I think I'll connect it on the outside. I think that's probably the smartest solution. Right, so I'm going to need a sensor in here, so that's going to need a cable like that. Of course, until I've got the glass, I can't mount any vents on that, can I? So that's not that helpful. Right, at least I can run around out here now without having to keep jumping over things. Right, probably could have left the vents out there, but if I do, you know there'll be a storm or something, so let's just leave that there for now. Go away. Right, let's not worry about pressurising too much. Right. So I need some glass, for which I think I probably don't have enough silicon. I'm also going to need to go and get some gold. I actually do have enough silicon, just.
Hydration critical.
Okay. Right, I'll do that on the way out. Pipes. Need another. Few. I need another. Let's try and work this out mentally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think. May not be enough, but it's not far off. Right, it's going to be flying skull time. Go!
Power low.
Right, I need to change batteries before I go out mining, but oh, it's that annoying thing. Come on. There we go. Right. Okay, let's close this in. No, I'm going to have to do that one from the top, otherwise it's not going to go, is it? Yeah. Come on, stop fighting. There we go. Which one did it do? No, it did that one. Right, come on, seriously, there's only one choice now. Oh. Come on, close in. Oh, this is so annoying. Right, let's try again. Just won't lock onto the right one. Okay, done. That was unnecessarily difficult. Right. Okay, so on this side we're going to need 2 vents for the input. I actually think I should have put them up there, shouldn't I? Yes, I should. Yes, because we're going to put an active vent on the inside there. Yeah, that's right. So that goes there. Okay. And then on this side, I don't really care where this one ends up. Just put that on there. And that there. And that active vent could go. Actually, can it fit there? It probably can, just about. Right, and then the rest of these are really for building the input there. Okay, so let's go charge the battery and do a bit of mining. And I need that as well.
Jetpack on.
It's probably not going to help with the depressurizing, is it?
Jetpack on.
Okay, good. That's that piece finished. Right, mining time. Was that on all the time? If it was, I'm very sorry. Right, I need to make some more steel, so I'll take that while I'm here, but I think what I'm really looking for is the gold, which I believe is over this hill. There's some. Also going to have to go and get some more coal because I'm not making any more steel without it. Right, I'm not sure how much gold I need, to be honest. 40-ish, that should be enough. Just open this enough to get out easily. Seems like a reasonable little test of whether I've got most of it. Well, I felt like there was something there, but I don't think there was. Oh, one more. There we go, I'll take that. Right, okay. What would be nice would be able to use some more of this for steel and less of it for power, but I'm not convinced that's going to happen at the moment. At least we're moving in the right direction. It would be nice not to have to keep mining for coal just to keep the lights on. Nice big cluster there. Right, 47. It's not really as much as I wanted, but it's a start. I will also need iron because I don't think I've got enough to make any significant amount. I seem to be burning through quite a bit of iron at the moment anyway. One of the challenges on Europa is going to be keeping the fuel at a sensible temperature, because if it gets too cold the hydrogen is going to liquefy and burst the pipes, and that definitely leads to explosions. So we're going to have to be careful with that. That said, we'll get more power out of colder fuel, so there's an interesting game we're going to have to play with the fuel mix to get it cold enough, or as cold as we can without the hydrogen freezing or liquefying, which is obviously going to vary based on pressure as well. So, right, I think that's all of that. And unless I've got myself very confused, home should be this way, but I'm going to fly up and look for some lights because I possibly am very confused at this point. Not so good. Very black. Okay, well, there's some lead there, look. That's nice. If only I wasn't lost, that would be really good to know. Up and over the hill. In fact, I can't see any lights at all. Suggests that the base is behind something. The problem is I don't know what. There. I hope. Yes, there we go. Saved by the airlock console. Right. Okay, what's the temperature in here? 15 degrees, so we can probably risk... Yeah, I know. Probably risk some more smelting without blowing the place up. Right, how poisonous is it? Oh, it's actually not too bad. I mean, there's far too much CO2, but the pollutant and nitrous are finally under some sort of control. And it's 15 degrees. There's an actual chance that I may not kill myself opening my suit for the first time. We'll find out.
Toxin detected.
Toxin detected I'll take, rather than toxin critical or whatever it was saying previously.
Toxin detected. Oxygen critical.
Okay. Well, that's much better. I find that a much more enjoyable experience. Right. Okay, so let's get...
Power low.
yeah, I know power is low, and also there's no more power there either, so I'm trying to work out how much I can spare. I'll put 27 in there, and then that will be enough if I've got 80. So if I... oh, what have I done? Okay, it's just that's highlighting. Right, okay. Right, let's split half that, and then split 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not right. I need 60. So let's yeah, split half. Split 1, 2, 3. Right, okay, that adds up. Let's put that in there. Just get it. Oh no, just get in there and turn on. Turn on! Oh my god. Right. I'm just going to check what's in here. Right. Yeah, that's just. How hot was that? 15 degrees. Okay. Okay, let's vacuum that out. Once that's cooled down, got a good old air current going around this place now, haven't we? That's good though, that's sucking it all out of there. Get in there. What's going on in here? Okay, that's actually really cold still, and a lot of it's liquefying. I think I'm going to need to put the nitrogen in particular into a larger tank. It's nearly pure oxygen actually, and in fact the amount of nitrogen in there is falling, I guess because the vent's open, so that is going to end up being pure oxygen quite soon, which would be nice. I have got a design for a sort of semi-passive nitrogen vent, which might even be worth adding, but I want to see how this stabilises because we keep getting trace amounts of muck in it. But if that will actually get rid of the CO2 and that stops going up, that would be good. Right. Okay, is this empty yet? Not quite, almost. Oops, that doesn't sound good. What's about to pop? Something related to me doing that, I'm sure. Oh dear. Yeah, it's the pollutant liquefying in there. Did I leave that valve shut? Yes, I did. That was stupid and nearly explosive. Yeah, okay. That was very stupid. Let's let that stabilise. Just make sure. Oh, no! Oh. Right. I expect that's going to go in a minute as well now. I can't even see that. Yeah, something's gone. Oh, great. Oh, bit of flame there. Right. Oh, not quite sure what happened there. Got stuck behind something. Let's get some more pipes made, I guess. Well, I expect that's messed up with our atmosphere, hasn't it? Not as much as I expected, actually. Okay. Right, you can stop now, thank you. Okay, it's not like I'm not going to use them, is it? It sounded like another one fell on the floor, but I think it was just a sound effect. Right. So I need a bit of gold. I'm going to get some of that smelting. Okay, I know that's still got some. Sadly, I'm still going to have to keep pumping that out and try not to blow this up again. This is where I need some tanks, proper sized tanks, because that will allow me to actually just pipe this into a holding tank, stick it on the roof or something, or stick it on the ground here, and just be able to actually dump it out. It shouldn't liquefy so much then. Part of the problem is we're pressurising cold gas and then it will liquefy. But more fundamentally, I just need that empty now. Okay, well, whilst that's doing its thing, did this ever become pure oxygen? No, there's some liquid and a little bit of normal nitrogen in there as well. Okay. Liquid or gas is freezing. Is that in here now, or is that earlier? No, that's still okay. How's this coming along? 6 kPa. Okay, I mean, the less is left in there, the less extra pressure it's going to add here, and in fact this is staying broadly stable now. It's flowing out as fast as it's coming in. That's at 42.5. Okay. Right. Let's get that pressure regulator made. I thought I heard another pipe. It's hiding from me. Right. Oh, now I don't have enough iron in there. Amazing. Right, okay, come on, pressure regulator. I'll build a couple more frames while I'm at it as well. Assume I've got enough, yeah. I'll build 3 more frames. Okay, let's turn that off. Right, are we down to 0 yet? Still not quite there. Very close, probably close enough. We'll turn that off for now. Because while I'm out here I want to be able to sort both things. Right, okay, let's go. While I'm passing, actually I'm going to put a frame on there I think anyway, but I'm going to need to put them in those 2 first. It doesn't make a huge difference there, but we may as well put it there. Right. back to while I'm passing. We actually managed to. Well, we have managed to collect a little bit. Not very much, but a little bit. Okay, that's encouraging. I wonder how this system is doing, whether it can take any more. If it could take a little bit of volatiles ice, that would be ideal. No, I think I need to vent some of this out first. What's going on up here? Oh, brilliant.
Power critical.
Oh, I know, everything's power critical. Of course it is, yeah, look. Right, let me just look at this before it runs out. Okay, why is that saying world? I want the pipe, not the world. Right, okay, so there's a bit of everything in there, basically. Okay, it's not quite cold enough to drop out the pollutant, I think. It should be soon. Okay. Right. I'll get this bit built out here. Right, that's going to feed the gas fuel generator. We're obviously going to need to pipe fuel into that, so I'll put a pipe there. Okay, I'm probably going to have to build another set of frames out here, actually, realistically. Do that, extend the base, I'll probably replace those frames. I need more inside space. That's the problem in these cold climates. There's lots of things you can't really easily do outside. Okay, well, whilst we're waiting for that, what I am going to do, I'll try and do this without breaking my suit this time. Oh,
Temperature critical.
okay, or not.
Temperature low.
Okay, right, we'll go back out and do it again.
Jetpack on.
Right. Okay, so let's... No, not half. Definitely not half. Just one. Okay, that should be enough to make 80 steel. Now the question is, do I push my luck? I'm going to just crush just one of these. Okay, that's still pretty cold. Nope, and it's died again. Right, I really need to get these batteries sorted. Right, battery, switch that for that. Let's put that there. Okay. Right. I guess the question is, do I light it? 4 degrees C, let's do it. Lovely. That can go into there. Right, and then whilst we're at it, of course I could have gone on the roof to do this now, but what else have we got to smelt? Let's throw those in whilst we've got a hot furnace. Then I have no doubt that by the time I've done that I shall have to deal with the consequences. Have things exploding. Right, there we go. 1, 2. Fantastic. Quick way to get that smelted. Right. How hot is it in here now? Right, we'll keep that silver. Probably need it for electrum. It's 32 degrees and rising. That's not brilliant, is it? Of course, I've got some gold there. I wonder if that will go through. Right. Don't know if that will smelt or not. Okay, let's brought the temperature of that right up, unfortunately, but there we are, can't be helped. Okay, well at least that gives me some resources ready to use. Alright, I'm guessing that's basically not processing very much at all now. It's just far too warm. Actually, no, it might be. It's minus 70. No, I need it a bit colder. Oof, there goes volatiles. Don't like the look of that. It really has got a bit of everything going on in there. Can't even fit it all on the screen. Right. Yeah, it's getting quite warm. I think I might turn that off because that's driving the temperature up in there. Yeah, look how fast that drops now. Okay, so that should quite quickly start to... Hopefully that'll go across the pressure rig and it'll start to dump them out. Has that just emptied completely? I guess it has. Okay, I did not expect that. Okay, we've got all sorts of rubbish in there, but not very much. Still almost pure oxygen. Why is the pressure not falling in here then? If that's empty, that should be coming across that valve, surely. Ah, now it is. What? Okay. Right. Well, that's a good sign. Turn that back on again, can't I? There we go, that should start to clear the air in the hab again, which is warm. but that air in there is still at minus 106, so it should equalise reasonably quickly. Right, I actually might put a radiator onto that pipe. I think that might be quite wise. Probably more efficient than this heat exchanger, honestly. Right, now I need to start making some tanks. So I think I'm going to need at least 3 tanks. Let that do its thing. I'll put this on here. Hopefully that's not going to be something I'm going to live to regret. Weirdly, it doesn't seem to be making much difference at all to the temperature in there.
Air tank low.
Go and top that up. Right. Oh, wrong way round. Right, I'm very confused. Right, what's the pressure? 116 in there. What's the pressure in this side? 107, right, okay. Right, so again, let's...
Air tank critical.
yeah, that's because I just took it out. There we go. Let's see how the atmosphere's doing in here whilst I'm in here. It's 2%, it's definitely getting close. I think we'll be able to start thinking about growing things in there soon. On the subject of which, I could actually connect on that grow lamp if I can get to it, which is quite a big if. There we go. Probably connected to the wrong side, but never mind. I'll deal with that in a minute. Right, let's put that way. Where's the wire cutters? There they are. I couldn't see them. No, I didn't want to throw them, did I? Oh my god. This guy's an idiot. There we go, 1 grow lamp. Turn that back off again. No point in wasting power, but at least I know I've got it when I need it. Right, I'm going to have to do something with some of these. I think I might... hand drill.
Caution.
Get rid of that one. That's already a bit better, isn't it? What's in here? That's paint. Right. Come on, get out of the way. Go, get out of the way. Come on. Come on. Oh, right, there we go. That was okay, this is definitely an improvement. Maybe I should put some floor grating down in here. That would be nice, wouldn't it? And then that's got some actual organics in it. So I could set up the portable hydroponics now. Which way's that fallen? That way, right. And we'll put some water in there. And we'll turn the grow light on. Okay, shall we risk it? I think we should. What shall I risk growing first? Let's start with 1 potato. Right, hang on, I've got too many things open here. 1 potato, and I'm going to put the other 2 away in there. Let's see what's going on. I can't remember what to put in there. Okay,
Low.
let's see what happens. being polluted from the air, but it's thriving, so you know that's good. Right, I need some food.
Toxin critical.
Really? I didn't realise it was that toxic in here still. Right, okay. How toxic is it in here? I didn't think it was that bad. I thought I just looked and I was quite impressed. 2%. Clearly it's more toxin than I'd realised. Oh well, I guess I'll vent this, which will help.
Hydration critical. Oxygen critical.
Okay, well, it's just knocked it down a fraction of a percent. I don't think I'm going to drink in here though, I'll go out there for that. Right, so it's actually quite decent, and that's 97 kPa. Sensible temperature. We do need to get the rest of the toxin down, but it's moving in the right direction. What's it looking like out here? Hot. Very, very hot. Although the atmosphere is quite clean. A bit more CO2 than I'd like, but you know, that's not so bad.
Temperature high. Toxin critical. Power low. Oxygen critical. Low pressure.
Right, you've really got nothing to complain about now, matey. Everything's been topped up, refilled, emptied. You've been fed, you've been watered. Incredibly, that has not yet exploded. Right. So I'm going to need, let's use that iron that I smelted, there it is. I'm going to need to build out in that corner, so I'm going to need some more frames. How many am I going to need? Probably 2, 3, 4, I would guess. Maybe let's make 6, be on the safe side. Right, we're going to need sheets, so let's assume we need 12 of those. I'm going to need to extend the wall out there. So in terms of the wall, I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think. Okay, I do need the actual wall as well. Right, we're getting a bit short, I might have to make do with what I've got. Right, okay, let's get out and see what I can construct out here. The other thing I do need to check is how much gas. Right, okay, we've still got some gas in there. That's the other thing I was a bit paranoid about. Running out of gas for welding before I've got the ability to refill it. Right, so yeah, as I suspected, we need to build underneath these. 1, 2, which I'm going to probably weld those first, I think, because they're going to be ever so awkward to get at otherwise. next most sensible place. Oh, I'm not quite sure what happened there. Looks like it took 3 attempts. Right. Okay, so we're going to put the wall. That's a point. I'm going to have to put the. This bit's fine, but I'm going to have to put wall on top of that as well. Yeah, nowhere near enough. Right, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more walls. I'm also going to need silicon. I've just realised I don't actually have any, so I'm not going to make any more windows. So I can quickly grab some of that before it. So form 5 more walls. I'm going to need 1 more iron sheet as well. That was gold. I thought that was iron. I was going to just grab that. That looks like silicon over there. Whoops. Not very much though. Is that all there is, really? Yes, really. Okay. Can't even see any now. No. Thought that was some, but it was lead. There we go. I had a feeling there was some around. Right, so hopefully this will be enough. I don't want to spend too much time doing this. I want to actually get the generator up and running before the end of this video. That was my plan. I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to make it. I've still got to make a fuel mixer. Oh, that potato didn't make it then. Pollution got it. That's why I didn't plant all of them. I recorded this as a single long video trying to get the gas fuel generator built. However, as you'll see, things don't quite go to plan in the next few minutes, so it's ended up far too long for a single episode. So I'm splitting this video here, and I hope to see you on the next episode.